This documentary explores the ancient tradition of hand embroidery in one of Afghanistan's villages. The documentary is in English.
پابی زندگی، آینه تاریخ، هنر و فرهنگ.
Our village, in its calm and white winters, presents a different image of life. In the heart of the small courtyard surrounded by simple mud houses, artistic women sit under the warm sun, and with delicate movements of needle and thread, they breathe life into astonishing designs full of color and meaning on the canvas of fabrics. These are patterns that carry a history within them. A little further away, the playful noise of children breaks the village silence and spreads vitality into the atmosphere. The bleating of sheep, busy chewing grass in the winter setting, and the crowing of a rooster announcing the start of a new day blend together and turn the village into a living symphony of life and nature. These hand embroideries are a heritage passed down from previous generations to the present. An art that has neither been taught in books nor learned in formal classes, but has been transferred from mother to daughter alongside daily life. Amid the cry of a child, the aroma of freshly brewed tea, and the gentle sound of the village sheep.
I learned this embroidery from my mother. My mother used to do kamak, and she told me to undo the stitches and sew it again following her work. We used to do these under the dimmest lights of the time. At night, we would gather together and embroider.
The women of this village, though many of them are illiterate, have minds and hands full of endless creativity and passion. With every stitch they sew, they write a story of life on the fabric, a story woven with colors, love, culture, and the nature around them. Their designs are drawn from their memories, from the wildflowers of the nearby fields, the starry sky of the village nights, and from the traditional patterns shaped generations ago.
We used to make covers for pocket mirrors, more holders for prayer, and wallets. These days, it has become common to do embroidery even for decorating men's clothing. Other items we used to make include men's caps, decorations for men's garments, men's vests, and curtains for homes. We used to do all this by the light of kerosene lamps. We embroidered white Arakchi caps on very fine fabrics, but now it has lost popularity. Mass-produced market caps have become common.
Kaptamar, Arikchi, Balkok, Garaf, and Kamak sewing, and various other Sarchadar motifs. Unique arts that have been used for adorning men's and women's clothing since ancient times, each used for a specific purpose.
Frame of life، قاب زندگی.
Among the people of Jaghori, various kinds of hand embroidery are common. This style is called Baal Kok. This is a 6-meter curtain I embroidered for my daughter at the time of her engagement. It went out of style for a while, but has recently come back. This curtain was embroidered 15 years ago. People here do Kabtamar, Kamak, and Balkok. This is an embroidery called Arakchi, done with great delicacy. From all the hand embroidery I did in my youth, only this Arakchi cap remains. Now that some types of embroidery are becoming popular again, I make these small handkerchiefs. Most embroideries are done following the weave of the fabric, but Baal Kok is stitched by following a pattern drawn with a pen. In the past, when we had strong eyesight, we used to embroider Arakchi, which is very delicate, for men's caps. We would place the cap on a bowl so it would take its proper shape.
Some of these embroideries have lost popularity and are no longer practiced. Garaf is one such embroidery, sewn with great finesse, but now rarely used. Some of them have become even more popular than before. Kamak dozi, which is often sewn on ceremonial and formal shawls and clothing, is extremely fine and valuable and adds beauty to weddings and other celebrations. This art is not only for beautifying clothes, scarves, and curtains. It is a testimony to the culture and identity rooted in the history of these people. Every stitch on the fabric is like a poem read in silence. A poem that reminds us that art is alive even in the most remote corners, and it lives in the hands of these women. After a busy day of baking bread in the clay oven, milking cows, and doing housework, they turn to this art with endless love. These moments are not just work for them, but a piece that becomes more embedded in the fabric with each stitch. Their embroideries are not just pieces of cloth, but mementos of patience, love, and art. Mementos that adorn not only their homes, but also our hearts.
In our youth, we used to embroider many beautiful things. Now I've grown old and no longer so. This one I embroidered 2 years ago. Among our people, there was a popular model of children's cap called Pas Pecha. For decoration, we used to do bead embroidery. We embroidered Arakchi caps for our husbands. The things we used to make, the current generation doesn't know how to do them at all. I used to embroider women's scarves and shawl garments. Kabtamar embroidery is used for both women's and men's clothes, and also for decorating the cuffs of women's sleeves. This kind of embroidery is drawn with pen first. The pattern is sketched onto the fabric and then stitched over. It's done with raw silk thread, kam, which has recently become popular. I embroidered this curtain 2 years ago. In the past, all this embroidery was done under the weakest lights, from kerosene lamps to alkene lanterns.
In the past, these hand embroideries were done under the dimmest lights available at the time, from traditional handmade lamps known as moshak to kerosene lanterns.
In the old days, among our people, various kinds of embroidery were common. Hamak, scarf borders, sleeve cuffs, arakchi caps for men. We prepared kabtamar and scarf borders for ourselves. We embroidered balkak and kamak for house curtains and cloth hangers. So many styles were in use. What I am weaving here is the border of a woman's scarf called lata. There are many types and variations of it, and this is one of those samples used for decorating the edge of a scarf.
This documentary is produced by Ali Aga Daltimore for the Frame of Life channel. You can get in touch with the network through the following contact links.
خواب زندگی، آینه تاریخ، هنر و فرهنگ.